On today's episode of the Command Center podcast, we have breaking news. We have an Eagles review. Hey, Eagles fan, this is a safe space for you.
Yeah.
Leave your comments.
Feel free to come.
We appreciate it. And we talk the tank. We have the 7th pick. Should it have been the 5th pick?
Tank ain't got no gas in it.
Deep discussion on that. And then we go to the moon. Which young players should you be buying stock in?
In a week.
And then Fred Smoot
Yes.
and Darrell Revis.
Same person.
Are they closer than you think? It all starts right now. Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Fred Smoot and Santana Moss. And the Command Center podcast is presented by Big Bear AI, mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And as always, we're in the Big Bear AI Command Center studio.
Yep.
And I just also want to say, no more need to buy tickets, but thank you guys so much who did. There was a lot of
Appreciate
support.
you guys, man.
Showed up in a big way. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
And I like that y'all are in the
I guess that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
next year always. And I just like the fact that they got on your reading and said you're not the best reader.
So I don't think. So let me just say this: my read has been impeccable.
No,
it's been flawless. I think
it's-
they think that it's so good that it's not in the competition.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's what they think it
It's
is.
they not.
Because it's really like you guys, and it's like, but my read's been on point.
Not really. The fans have spoken. Like
So I think Jason just spoke.
I don't think they just.
And let me just say this real-
they don't like the read he's doing. They didn't say he. couldn't
everybody
read.
loves the Army.
You know what I mean?
Is that-
They say it's boring.
But also, just want to point this out too. Santana won last week's.
That's fine. I lost before. That's fine.
You seem like a little rattled by that.
I'm not.
little
Listen,
shook.
the only thing got me shook right now is your mustache.
You probably only won one of them for all the 50 of them that we
I
done
won the
done.
one the week before that.
That's the one you
That's the
won.
one.
Yeah, I ain't hear you win the other.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, man.
He's like a little salty about it, actually.
Unfred Smoot.
Yeah, very unfred right there.
I was ready for him to start ranking.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You know, coming out that Duke's Mayo Bowl lost Mississippi State. You know, it's just been down for us.
What was the bowl game?
The Duke's Mayo
It
Bowl.
was not the Duke's
Well,
Mayo Bowl.
lucky y'all didn't win.
We played in the Duke's Mayo Bowl in
There's a
Charlotte.
Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yeah, and the winner gets
The coach
Duke's
get
mail
Mayo poured on him.
poured on him. He got his whole family.
Did you
on his
not
back.
know?
You know what? That dad,
did
that
not
was.
know that.
Hey, I would not want to be one of his kids and having to sit there and take them a mayo bath. Like,
Because you hate white stuff.
I hate mayo.
Yeah.
Period. Like,
He hate
that-
mayonnaise.
more than
Mayonnaise
anything.
right there. That's what I like. Hey, listen.
Well, it's just funny to think about Mississippi State and then our guy with the Miami Hurricanes right now.
Well, also Ole Miss. He got a date with Ole Miseries.
I know.
That's the key right there. And the question
You
is,
ain't never had nothing good to say about Ole Miss, so don't
I
start
know.
today. All right, don't start
But
today.
which one is the better story? Ole Miss coach leaving them behind and they bonding them? Miami getting back to prominence.
I will say, again,
Either or. I mean, I'm one of those guys, man. I'm not finna sit here and say, dreams. They got to go out and play the game. So at the end of the day, though, I'm going to have that orange and green on, sitting in front of my tube, watching them guys.
that's on Thursday.
Thursday night, baby.
So I'll tell you this, I don't really like college football, but I have really enjoyed watching Miami play football.
Yeah, man.
Because that front gets after you.
They flying around.
The offensive line is physical. The receivers are going to block.
Yeah.
And the quarterback just makes enough plays.
That's all he needs.
Have you watched
Do enough.
Trinidad Chamberlain, the
Dude, he
quarterback
is
for Ole
fun.
Miss?
He's fun to watch.
He reminds me of a Timu Caleb.
I get it.
You see the bodybuilders
yeah,
there?
I get it. I
The way
get it.
the ball comes off
And
his
he's got
hand?
that kind of playmaking.
I think he got more little
wiggle?
He have more little wiggle. Caleb just got out of danger. Like, it's crazy at times how he got out of dodge. From some of those tackles and would-be tacklers or whatever. But this guy here, he has an explosiveness like no other. That's why I say you got to be. We're gonna have to really bottle him up. We got a chance to go against the guys from Texas A&M, who had a similar type of style, and we was able to get him, contain him. This guy's a different kind of.
But this guy, y'all got sugar rush on this guy. Don't rush all the way.
It's a different type of explosive.
Because both the guys, Akeem Mesidor and Ruben Bain, they're both like power rushers.
Yeah.
And Bain is really good at like attacking that upfield edge. I wonder if he does it a little bit less
Can't do
because
too
they're
much.
worried about
because
it.
they worry about him flushing the pocket.
I saw plenty of times in the Ohio State game where Bain got up the field, and I'm looking at that lane like That quarterback just
saying he couldn't get there.
But at the same point, they did have 31 spying anybody, knowing that those guys gonna get the field. They got that linebacker sitting there waiting. So
again, like needless to say, we're all excited for Miami, and again, we feel bad for Mississippi State.
Ole Miss, man, I'm pulling for the state of Mississippi.
Are you really? No, you don't want to root for them.
My daughter,
You're being a hater.
Raggedy and
my oldest child goes to Ole Miss.
No.
we don't want to hear that.
Paris Smoot goes to Ole Miss.
We don't want to hear that. One time for Paris Smoot, but we don't want to hear that.
Paris Smoot, good job, but this man has never said anything good about Ole Miss.
Here go the thing I'm gonna tell y'all about Ole Miss. Here go the truth. All right.
Anytime you say that, it's not the truth.
No, my 12th grade year of high school, the summer, I go to Ole Miss camp. I ball out.
I heard the story
Me, Deuce
before.
McAllister, all us. I ball out. Ole Miss comes to my room in the middle of the night and offer me a scholarship. I accept the scholarship. I go home and tell my mama, I think I'm gonna commit to Ole Miss. They offer me a scholarship. She like, no, you ain't. You sure not?
Really?
So the first school that I committed to was Ole Miss.
Oh, okay.
Then it was like, nah, you ain't going there. She like,
Why didn't she want you to
she
go there?
didn't want me to go to Ole Miss. She didn't want me to have nothing to do with it. Her and my auntie was like, if you go to Ole Miss, I'm not coming to watch you play.
Really?
And I was like, all right, no problem.
So what was wrong with Ole Miss? Because
Ole Miss has a stitch in Mississippi on it.
Okay, so why are you rooting for him
Just
right
a statement.
now? Why you
Ole
rooting for him?
Mississippi.
I want him to give me the answer. So
Get his ass.
Why are you rooting for him then?
Because it's the SEC. It's the SEC.
Yeah, it
And it's the
is.
state of Mississippi,
Y'all
baby.
hanging on to y'all last hope. Look at the SEC. They hang on to their last hope.
Hey, it's the last team
last
standing
one.
in the SEC right now. It ain't been good for us doing the college playoff. It just ain't been good.
Yeah.
Now that everything to kind of even out and it's all about that money, everybody coming down south getting all our players to take them wherever.
I was watching LSU last night because they have like 5 receivers going to the Shrine Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, LSU kind of
fell off.
not good.
Like a bad bag of dope.
They back now.
Yeah.
Listen, Kiffin for the head.
Kiffin
boys.
Kiffin.
I will say they got a tight end down there. I think he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Number 14. Mm-hmm. 6'7", 245.
Ooh, a
Can
house.
run. Mossing people.
What about the boy from Oregon, Sadiq?
Sadiq?
Listen, man, I like him.
He's a different body type for tight end. He's a tight end for Oregon.
He remind me of Ingram.
Very similar.
I was going to say, I've seen him play last week. He pretty good. He got a little wiggle on him.
He's explosive too. He's like explosive through his hips. It'll be interesting to watch him in more detail. Okay, so that's the college football preview that we didn't plan on, but there we go. Go Miami.
No.
So yes,
I'm going for the last SEC team, man. Just be here.
okay.
Be
all right,
present.
Just be present.
Do the Pac got anybody in there? But no, you're part of the Big Ten.
Big Ten, Pac-12's dead. Oregon, I guess. I don't even know what conference they're in.
Yeah, like it's hard.
Oregon. I'm going to claim Oregon, but I don't even know.
You still claim the Pac though. That's who you play.
That's what I play for.
Yeah.
Pac-10, way back in the day.
Yeah.
All right. So we got some breaking news. According to John Keim, local beat report guy, ESPN reporter, Cliff Kingsbury and Washington have agreed to part ways per source. In addition, the Commanders have fired DC Joe Witt Jr. Obviously, our hearts go out to Joe Witt Jr. because anytime you're getting
good dude,
it's always tough, right?
Yeah.
Always tough. But we don't know anything about it other than what I just read right there. It literally happened 5 minutes before
this show started.
So make sure you guys like and subscribe to this show because we will give you more detail as we go, as much detail as we possibly can. I think there's going to be obviously hirings, potentially more firings, more background information on this. But the only way you're going to get that is if you subscribe. So make sure you do that. We'll walk you through all that.
I hate to tell people this, but this is part of our football calendar.
Yeah.
Like this always comes to us. We know this time is coming where we're gonna lose teammates, we're gonna lose coaches, we're gonna lose staff. Like it's the other part that you don't get to see how the sausage is made.
Yeah, it's the revolving door of the league. I think, the people coming in and people
going out.
And that's just, that's the reality of what we do for a living.
And it's a bummer because both those guys are good dudes. They were always
Great
good to
guys.
us.
And they'll be coaching football somewhere next year.
Yeah. But in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe. But let's pay some bills, Fred and Tana.
Okay.
Is it me with the Big Bear AI?
I mean, do you want to do the Army read? I can do the Big Bear AI if you want.
You can do it if you want to.
All right. When the mission is critical and readiness matters, BigBear.ai delivers proven AI technology and expertise to help safeguard national security and critical infrastructure. That's Mission Ready AI, BigBear.ai, official partner of the Washington Commanders.
That's what I'm talking about.
How about that, Fred?
I like it.
If I could just cross you up a little bit.
Listen, it's reading.
Y'all ready?
It's
Here we
reading.
go.
It's reading, man.
AAA, your fandom just got an upgrade. Introducing the AAA Commanders MVP membership, where real fans get real perks and the same trusted AAA membership benefits. The new AAA Commanders membership provides a chance to win game tickets, access to VIP events and experiences, 15% off Commanders online pro shop, while providing peace of mind for Commander fans on the road. Already a AAA member? Don't sit on the sideline. Upgrade your membership or join today at AAA.com/Commanders.
Well done, Tanner. Well done.
Red.
What was it?
It was mid.
It was mid. Who showed me? Kayla Key. So you were on the Players Club this week.
Yeah.
We were last week with John Bates. Was that last week?
No,
Yeah.
we was on there with Johnny Newton.
Yeah.
This week? When was Bates on there?
Bates was on a two
2 weeks ago. I was
So,
on there with Bates.
Bates, my guy.
I love
watching
John
him.
Bates.
So you were talking about his nickname.
And they gave
Bates
a nickname.
Motel.
Bates Motel, great nickname.
Yeah.
And then Bates was like, I give it a 6 or a 7. Yeah. And you were just losing your mind, bro.
The kid in him came out. He didn't know what to do with himself.
Think about it. If your last name Bates and you're a blocking tight end and people check into your hotel and you never see them again.
I was surprised that he didn't give it a better rating.
I didn't know that because, one, he probably never watched the movie.
That's true.
And then two,
I didn't think about
when
that.
he does watch the movie, he's gonna be like, "This guy was a psycho." so I don't know if I really want to be, you know what I mean? So that's to me. But I love the name. I think it was great. You know?
It's a great name. But yeah, so make sure you check out the Players Club. That was a good time. All right.
Yeah.
So now, real quick, we got an Eagles review. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this game at all. But one thing that pops up every time we play, what do you call them, Fred? The bleacher creatures?
Creatures of Philadelphia.
They always get in our comments.
Because they ain't got no shows of their own.
And because we're an interactive show,
Yeah.
and we like to respond to comments, we're going to respond to comments. So the first one is, congratulations.
Yeah.
You beat our backups.
Well, our backups beat your backups.
Yeah.
We've been playing with backups the entire year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. We got more depth than you. All right?
I mean, that's kind of what I would say too. And again, a win's a win. I'm going to take it.
We take wins.
When we were in the land of darkness, the way we were for a long time,
Yeah.
get a little bit of light, we'll take it.
And guess what? I'm going to tell you, Bleacher Creatures, how I really feel. I think when Coach Quinn stood at the podium and said, we got them in 2 weeks, we don't forget. They knew we was going to come out there and inflict some pain.
Yeah.
So they made sure Hurts didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
They made sure A.J. Brown didn't get hurt. Because we was going to make y'all limp into the playoffs, and y'all knew we was coming out there to swap paint and make sure y'all know what that Rydell feel like.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I laugh at it, man, because you got to think about all those guys on that roster. On the roster for a reason.
Yeah.
So sooner or later, you got to go out there and play the game. And to be frank with you, that quarterback is the quarterback they all wanted to see in front of Hurts in the first place.
No. They had crowned him.
So I'm like saying to myself, well, this is the guy I wanted to see. And he showed you.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready. You know what I mean?
Regular unleaded game.
I actually thought we'll talk about this in a second. The only reason you won is because the Eagles took Hurts out the game, like Tanner said. I actually think I want to see the offense with the starting offensive line and the starting receivers out there. Because you know what Tanner McKee did? Through with timing, through with anticipation. And again, the backup offensive line for Philly shows you
how good
that first line is.
This first line is.
Because like when you got our guys out there and he's getting pressure right away, like again, I think Tanner McKee's got some, and I think he's going to make himself some money this offseason or whatever they're able to kind of
maneuver
move on.
him.
But yeah, man, like you took Hurts out the game. I think the more significant one was Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata,
Lane Johnson,
and their center didn't play. That to me,
I think also, man, you gotta give a lot of credit to that running game because Tank
Bigsby running that ball.
Hey, I watched him in pregame, right? So we out there on the sideline doing our pregame show, and like right behind us, they had the offense. They weren't out there in pass yet. They were just running routes. So the ball came on our side. He had, they overthrew him or something, and the ball came down there, and he ran over there. So, I always look back. I'm always my head on the swivel. So I'm like, man, who this jacked up dude is that's catching passes? Like, I ain't seen him all year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he kind of tall, so he ain't a receiver.
Yeah.
Is he a tight end or a running back? and he put on them pads, and I said, well, damn,
Yeah.
that dude put together.
Hank
So
Busy.
watching him run the ball, they had a nice backup in him, and then they already had the other kid that get in,
Shipley.
Shipley, and you know what he can do. So man, they got something in that backfield, behind your boy.
And so again, just because Hurts didn't play, I think they're an offensive line driven team in terms of offense, and I think those 4 guys not playing.
And let's be honest, Hurts haven't played his best, but now it's playoff time.
Yeah.
That's when he puts the cape on.
He's gonna put the cape on.
He put the cape on every time. When the playoff comes, you be like, who is this?
Yeah,
Because he is laser focused. Come on, let's be honest. We have watched Jalen Hurts outplay Patrick Mahomes twice in Super Bowl.
it is unbelievable. In the Super Bowl, it's like he looks like that dude.
He looked like the prince that was promised.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. This is the other one. This is just a comment. We're not going to really respond to it. I guess we can. This is the Commanders YouTube channel. They're not too bright.
Yeah.
First off, you're watching the show.
You watching our show.
Thanks for the engagement. Appreciate it.
What are you doing?
And no one said we were bright. Let's just say that.
We're ex-football players. Like, what would you want us to do?
Glorified PE teachers.
Yeah,
man.
like, what are you doing? What you want us to do?
First of all, you paying attention to it.
Right.
Who's bright? I could be the one you call not bright, but obviously you with me.
Yeah, right.
You
We're all
watching us.
together,
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
You consuming us.
Hey,
Yeah.
man,
So Philly fans, as always, our shows do really well every time we play you guys.
man. We don't care about what y'all talking about.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
I
it.
only come to Philly to get cheesesteaks anyway.
I ain't gonna lie. I come to shop too. Tax free. Great.
So what?
It's tax free.
Yeah.
Where? What are you talking about?
In Philadelphia, when you go
to shop.
shopping
Yeah,
for
you don't
clothes,
have
it's
to pay
tax free.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
said
don't
you
pay no
talked about that
sales tax.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing
buy a
about
couple
that.
Threads.
All right, so the other thing in this game, outside of Josh Johnson looking good, is Bobby Wagner hits 2,000 tackles. That means he joins who?
Ray
Ray
Lewis,
Lewis,
and
London Fletcher,
El Capitan.
Fred Smoot.
Boy, get out of here.
Dude. How many career tackles do you have, do you think, Fred?
1,999.
Dude, you can't take him anywhere.
That why-
So you're having you played 9 years?
Yeah.
So you're having 250
Like-
a year?
No, like 600 a year. No.
dude, it's
Like 300.
Come on,
like
man.
300.
250. So 250 plus 250 is 500,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When he said he had 300 his first year. And then we found out he had 35.
Yeah,
I wanna know
what's the answer? 450.
That's a lot of tackles.
Hey, you said 900.
No,
You said 1,000.
1,900.
My bad. You said 1,000. I even was gonna give you 1,000. I'm like, well, shit, 9-10 years, you gotta have about 1,000.
Nah, that's averaging almost, 50 a year?
No, dude, can you guys do math? If you played for 10
100.
years.
Yeah, that's 100. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, my CTE acting up. What's wrong with you?
Don't say you guys.
So say you guys-
Because I said 10 years, or he should have about 100,
and
but
then
I forgot he is a corner.
Fred said 50.
Well, you know, when you don't let people catch balls, you ain't got to do no tackling.
Yeah. Boy,
I mean, you played in cover. Come on,
I
man.
played man-to-man coverage. What you finna say? I played cover two?
Cover 2.
I played man-to-man.
We've seen the clip.
I would have more tackles if we played cover two because now I'm part of the run front.
Dude, okay.
I played man-to-man.
Okay. No. Cover 2, you, Brandon Jacobs, eyes closed.
That was a business decision. That's different.
So that's why they can't play cover 2 with you. is what
But
I'm
why
saying.
you don't talk about the plays before that where I had the collisions with
I
him?
haven't
So
seen
I'm gonna
that play.
I'm gonna ask Jason to look up something else. All the good DBs, and I'm not saying you're not good because I think highly of Fred.
Yeah,
I
you
like
so
Fred
slick
Townsend.
with it.
No, but I just want to know what's the average tackles for those DBs that consider
DBs
the
that
top,
don't give up a lot
top
of catches
20.
don't have a lot of tackles.
So look that up for me,
like
Jason.
Bailey, Bailey. What's his
Champ Bailey.
Say Champ Bailey,
And let's go.
Pat Surtain.
No. Let's go Champ Bailey and Darrell Reeves.
Darrell Reeves, yeah.
You want their 17 game average?
Yeah, just give
Just
us
their
a
career,
typical
their
year.
career tackles. I just want to know what their tackles is. Yeah,
They also played for a long time though.
Yeah, but
they
we try
did,
to
but
find an average.
I still be able to see
Yeah.
where he at. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, Bobby Wagner, 2,000 tackles. So first off, I just got to ask you guys because I talked to Fletch about this a little bit, but what does that milestone mean to you guys? Like when you hear that, because it means something to me. Like
It's the equivalent defensively to Jerry Rice yardage.
that's
on
kind of what it
offense.
feels like, right?
Yes, that's what it is to me.
It's like he's on that mountain by himself, but he on there with two guys
Yeah.
that one of them is a Hall of Famer. They already talking about how much Bobby's going to be a Hall of Famer, so I'm loving it that now he brings more awareness to his fellow Washington, franchise ball player, Redskin. But I just wanted to from Washington. That just highlights London a little more. Yeah. But it's a feat, man, that you kind of scratch your head about, like. Talking about over the years of all the great middle linebackers, Singletary, all those guys you talk about, and only these 3 guys got 2,000 tackles, and that's tackling machine times 10.
Yeah, and it's just like the physicality of it.
I'm going to say just over and over and over. Like, even though as a defensive player you inflicting pain, we feel pain when we make these tackles too.
Yeah. And that's what we. Go ahead.
For these dudes not to miss games. Like the only one of these 3 that actually missed game was Ray.
Yeah, it was Ray.
Dude, Ray missed 44 games.
And Ray, he still plays, because remember a couple of years he had like
a toe ACL.
He had ACL. I think he had something else.
Shoulder.
He missed a lot of time. But you got to think about too. It's still 17 years for Ray. That's a lot of football playing linebacker.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like them crashes. And you talking about London, 16 straight years of not missing the game.
Iron Man.
But see, that's the thing, too. We laugh and joke about this, and especially B. Mitch brought this up the other day. But, you got to think, like, it's already one of those things when you look at guys who play defense. That's one of the reasons why I told y'all, when I got to high school, I opted out of playing corner no more. In Little League, I played corner and receiver, and I love corner. Corner was like borderline first for me. Because I like reading quarterbacks. I like jumping. I had great ball skills, so I'm getting picks, and I'm having fun with that. But I knew with my body, my frame, I don't want to take on hits. I don't want to take on tackling someone.
Yeah.
I felt like I can absorb the hit more than, and half the time I'm not absorbing them because I'm running away from you.
Yeah.
Instead of, I got hit worse by friendly fire than I did by catching a pass and getting hit by one guy. You know what I mean? That friendly fire, with you holding a guy up or coming in to make a tackle, somebody knocking, you know what, in the dirt, man, that's, to me, is like the worst. So to have a guy as a middle linebacker, and this is what I told London yesterday too, I was like, look, bro, it's one thing of having the, I guess you can say, the consistency of being that guy every year, doing what y'all do, but it's just the hard part of just saying that, you're not tired of doing this. Like, you have to have the marbles a little different.
You gotta be crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, London, I used to watch you, bro. I saw you, how you prepared yourself. I saw how you look come game time. I saw how you look come walking through the regular locker room. And I said, I stayed away for that reason. Because I'm like, it was a respect thing. Like, man, that don't play. You know what I'm saying? But I played with others that played the same position, and they didn't have that same kind of, look in their eyes. So I'm not surprised when I hear London name. I'm not surprised when I see Bobby, because Bobby had the same, makeup. If you look at him, like he had the same kind of walk around. Like when you see him,
he's quiet to himself.
To himself. Yeah. He'll speak to you, but you gotta initiate that because he's already in the zone, ready to do what you gotta do. And you just gotta tip your hat off to those guys, man, because that's an accomplishment, man, that I'm looking now. Every year I'm gonna watch this game even closer, especially at that position, and see who gets closer. Who gets close to those numbers.
I don't know if anyone's going to get close to those.
I would say they're going to be hard. It take longevity to get close to them numbers. And you speak about friendly fire. I don't know if you remember this game. We was in Dallas. I got the running back. I think maybe it was Jones. And Sean Taylor just come through and clear us all out. Mm-hmm. And he lacerated my kidney.
Oh, I think you were laying down.
Yeah.
You was laying down.
He took me out, took the running back out, took everybody out.
Lacerated kidneys, crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
That friendly fire is no joke, man. Getting hit by somebody else while you try to make a tackle.
So I love that you guys are talking about longevity, because he's done it at a high level for a long time. And then, I think there was early in the season, there was a lot of fans saying, oh, he's too old. Should he keep playing?
Because of Bijan. And Bijan made the young linebackers look foolish.
It's not even because of Bijan. It's just when you see a guy at linebacker, see, this is what people fail to realize, and this is what makes certain offenses elite. When you can say, all right, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to scan through their whole defense, and I'm like, I want my guy who has world-class speed, athleticism out the yin-yang to match up with a guy that I know that can't stick him. Yeah. And that's what teams does.
That's
when you sort us out and you say, okay, now I got the favorable matchup. I got a favorable matchup because I got my guy on a linebacker. Yeah. Of course you should win that. Yeah. Of course you should win a running back or wide receiver on a linebacker. And that's what people look at. They look at you can't have a linebacker covering like a corner. If you do, he's gonna be missing something. He might not
ain't
be the
gonna be a
best
good
tackler.
tackler.
You see what I'm saying? So I hear that. I feel you. But we've seen Jordan McGee, which I think is faster than half our DBs.
Yeah.
And we've seen him can't cover certain those guys when he get out there because they are linebackers. They're not put in the game to cover those guys. Now they can cover to a certain extent of guys they probably match up well with, like tight ends and guys like fullbacks. But I get it. And like I said too, in this game now today, when you have so many, I guess you can say you can hear so many voices now with the social media and all that stuff. It's only right, man, that they voice their opinion. But this guy's showing you time and time again he's in year 15?
Yeah.
He's out there tackling everybody. And he's out there meeting you half of the time. He's out there, identifying what's going on before the play start. And that's what you get from a Bobby Wagner.
And he's a great blitzer and he's a great leader.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things you could put in intangibles. Like, if I had to have 5 things, those top 3 to me is everything. Tackling, leading, that changes games.
And getting the defense in line.
Calling plays.
You see this guy making adjustments, telling slide over.
Yeah.
And before you know it, he's sliding in there making a play. So I think the world of him, and I guess hopefully he made you guys understand how valuable he was.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
Many people do not reach that peak that you sitting on right now.
Yeah, and also I think he played better after the Miami game quite a bit. I think when you look at it in coverage, he had that one-on-one with Waddle that he locked down. He had a one-on-one with A.J. Brown. Tight coverage versus Tyrone Tracy, who's a converted wide receiver. He did. I felt like he hit like the fountain of youth kind of.
I don't feel like he's finished.
That's kind of what it felt like. And again, he's going to do what he wants to do. The team's going to make their decision. But near the end of the year, I was like, he was the best defensive player on the
guy we had on defense.
Yeah,
and I think too, going forward, it's important to have a guy like him, even if you do go out there and get other guys, because now he can be that guy in the room that showed him the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Jordan McGee, by the time he's ready to take over and really be that guy, it's going to be basically, you're going to see a little Bobby in him. You know what I mean? Because he got a chance to watch him. You know what I mean? I got a chance to watch this guy and see how it is to be a pro. And I don't want to get off topic a little bit, but it's just like when I'm watching Chase Young.
Yeah.
I smiled the other day when I saw the story with Chase Young talking about with the guy named Jordan.
Cam Jordan.
Cam Jordan. And he talked about the other guy or something, Davis. And he was like, man, when I got over here, I had veterans to show me the way. Like in Washington, I was the guy.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. A lot of people fail to realize when you're on bad teams and you're the top draft picks, sometimes you got to be the guy out the gate. Yeah. And you don't have a guy in that room that can show you how to be a pro.
Yep.
And what? Chase Young had 10 sacks this year or more.
Yeah.
So that just shows you, man, like you can't give up on these young guys, that quick because they got to develop. They have to learn how to be professionals. And I just love the fact that he gave those guys a shout out for showing him. He was like, look, if
that
these
shows
guys
maturity. That shows a mature
at 35, 36 years old that can get up and do it every day, I should be able to do it at 26
Mario
years old.
Davis, Mississippi royalty.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Madison Central.
Where did he go to school?
Did he go to Southern Miss, I think?
I don't know.
Well, I know he went to Madison Central, which is part of my local high school.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a small world. So obviously that's what Bobby's been providing for those guys, is that great mentorship. And again, congratulations to Bobby on a really tremendous milestone. Now, let's pay some bills in break 2 here, boys.
Okay, let's get it.
Y'all want me to do the West Virginia?
That's me, boy. Sit your
that's
behind
you?
down.
That's on me.
Sit your behind down.
Get on in there.
Huddle up, team. It's time to call a winter audible. Because when the temps drop, the real magic kicks off in West Virginia. Think trails that crunch like game day turf, ski runs for every level of fan, and cozy cabins that won't break your budget. Trade lift lines, chaos for wide open slopes, hot cocoa breaks by crackling fires, and mountains dressed to impress in a blanket of pure white. So grab your squad, pack your cold weather swag, and head to almost heaven this winter, West Virginia.
That's pretty good.
Shed a tear.
I'll tell you what.
Little shook over there.
I'm about to go to West Virginia and get me some fixings.
some fixes.
I guess I'll pick up the Geico then. How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finding a parking spot in front of a busy outdoor cafe where you're meeting some of your old friends from college and you're about to parallel park into an oh-so-tight spot. And then everyone in the cafe stops to watch and you nail it in one try. Like the parallel parking baller you are. Nobody clapped, but they really wanted to. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico. But thank you.
Both those were excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. I feel like I was watching the Academy Awards. All right. So for our next thing, we got a special guest coming in.
A hater.
Special guest. He's a hater.
That's what it took us to beat Philly. We had to beat them with hate in our heart. That wasn't love. That was hate right there. So it's perfect. He part of them bleacher creatures.
Yeah. Hater, what's up?
There you go.
Pirate.
I don't know why pirates are automatically haters. Like,
I hear that voice and I think SpongeBob.
I'm thinking Captain Jack Sparrow.
No, I hear the pirate on SpongeBob.
Santa tried to keep me down, but he couldn't keep the hate down for too long.
That's right. That's the last time you were here was the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm so upset. We won the game.
What?
We should be tanking.
Oh.
We don't do that.
We should tank because we have the 7th pick. Could have had the 5th.
Hey.
Well, hater Jason, I hate to tell you this, Lawrence Taylor is not in this draft. And for the fact is, we want to go into the offseason with a win under our belt. And let's be honest, we beat them with our backups. We beat their backups with our backups. Somebody had to win the game. We won, and we only went down one spot. So who cares?
Hey, I've always had that in my mind, but I had to, like I say, I had to use this on the post-game show. You play to win the game.
Yeah.
Old Herm Melvin said,
Old Herm.
You play to win the game. And that's what it was about. We going to go out there to play. One of the things about playing football, it's different from
basketball.
Being a basketball player.
Yeah.
You see those guys in those all-star games, and they can just go out there and play a pickup game. Football, I remember playing the Pro Bowl. That's why they got the Pro Bowl up out of there, because you can't have ass.
Yeah.
You have to go
Not in
out there.
football.
Go get
I
it.
remember in the Pro Bowl, my first and only Pro Bowl, like I tell you, and I got out there, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm finna go out here and just, lollygag up to the block, and I heard a smack. I'm like, oh, let me scrap my chin strap a little tight because this thing is live.
But you mentally went in there not thinking I had to give it
Thinking
up.
I didn't have to go all out. So when you step in between those white lines, you can't go half speed, man. You got to play to win. Because if you
That's a good point.
if you do go half speed, that's when you find
gonna
out
get
that
hurt.
guys get hurt.
And this is the other thing that I want to bring up right now. And I talked about it on the Road to the Draft podcast I do with Jason and Fred. You're going to be on there at some point.
Yeah.
Drive? Road? It's a drive to the draft. That's what we're doing because we're driving.
Oh, so no more road to the draft. The path to the draft.
Yeah.
Like
It was never road to the draft. Don't know where that came from.
Yeah, just-
it was drive to the
that's
draft,
the
then
CTE
ticket to the
kicking in.
draft.
I remember ticket
Now
to
it's
the draft.
drive
The
to
ticket.
the
I'm
draft.
having a hard time with the ticket to the
Don't
draft.
worry about it. Just subscribe to all your
Yeah.
Commanders podcast channels. You'll get it.
And we're going to have a draft in Washington very soon.
That's right.
Very soon.
That's 27 or 28?
I
28?
think it's 27, right?
27.
28, one of them.
So what I wanted to say is everyone says the difference between the 5th and 7th pick. And so everyone uses the Jimmy Johnson trade chart. And
talk to me.
So
Tell me what the
Jimmy Johnson trade chart, basically what they do is they really value, in my opinion and a lot of people's opinion, they overvalue first-round picks, specifically the top 15 picks. And the reason that happened is because Jimmy Johnson didn't use any mathematical formula to account for
No
those
analytics.
picks. He just was like, I think it's worth 4,000. I think the second pick is worth 3,000, and then just went down the list like that. And so when people say, oh, the difference between the 5th and 7th pick on the Jimmy Johnson trade chart is 200 points, which is roughly equivalent to the 78th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
That's off some guy, Jimmy Johnson, just kind of throwing stuff at a board.
Yeah.
When you look at the Harvard draft chart, which accounts for career length. So what they do is they take every player, they aggregate their total career length based on rounds selected. The difference between pick 5 and pick 7 is, you want to guess how many points, Fred?
100.
28 points.
Oh.
28 points is not even a 7th round draft pick.
Yeah.
More teams are moving to the Harvard draft pick model.
Yeah.
And you notice that in the draft every year because you never see like big trades anymore unless it's for a quarterback, right? If it's for just a player we're moving spots, often it's a pick swap and then maybe a 7th round pick to account for this really small difference in points. So people say there's this perceived value difference between 5 and 7. I don't think it's as big as people perceive. Does that make sense, Fred?
I tell people this. If you get into the NFL and you do the numbers, 35% of the guys that's in the NFL are undrafted.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're going to account for that and say these undrafted players have longer careers than these first rounders, at the end of the day, your analytics is screwed up anyway.
Yeah.
That tells you don't know. All us try to pass the eye test. All right, now everybody want to look past the eye test now and put mathematics in it.
Yeah.
It's still football. I still can look at Santana when we was in college, and I told him when we was at the All-Star, I like, you the best receiver in our draft. I said that. I meant that.
Well, you got to see both of them. You got to see everybody up.
Yeah,
up
I got
close.
to see him up close now. Like, he the best. All right, I done got a taste of the rest of him. He is the best, and I ain't doing it because I watched him run a 40 or watch his vertical. I watched him play the game of football.
Yeah. And so the other thing to piggyback on here is, so the difference in player between 5 and 7 is probably not very far. Like I think we've done this on the show before. We've talked about our draft tiers, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. But the pick 1 to 7 theoretically could be the same tier.
It's the same guy.
It is the same guy.
You could technically pick a guy at 7 that you have the same grade on.
At 2.
Because people think of it as like 1 to 200.
Yeah.
But the draft isn't like that.
But and I don't want to cut you off. I want you to keep going because I feel like this is very knowledgeable. I'm learning a lot what you're talking about this. But just think about how many times we move back up or we moved down and got a guy in the second round who was supposed to be a first round, caliber guy. So it's guys are going to shift. There's going to be people that might, switch the whole draft count up because of quarterbacks
out the field
quarterbacks
stuff.
that might come out, that might not come out. Who knows? But I feel like when it comes to first round, you can't miss.
Yeah.
When it comes to first round picks, I don't care where you pick it. Now, don't get me wrong, we will all want to be, in the early rounds. The first 5, the first 10. Top 10 is great. To me, I think that is lottery picks. You know what I mean? Who's gonna be mad if it's 7 or 5? Who's gonna complain?
Me, I don't care.
So like a really good example of this is Josh Connerly last year. There was a couple teams that I talked to that had him rated in tier 1. But when they pick, right, they can't pick 10 players. Yeah. So they pick one of the 10.
Yeah.
And then the next team comes up and they have him in the top 15. They pick a different guy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this player who was valued very highly is picking at 29. Same thing with Trey Amos.
Yeah.
A lot of people had him as a
first round grade,
right? Yeah. But because you can only pick so many guys.
32 people will get picked.
Right. Then all of a sudden he's there in the 60s. So again, like this is one of those things where I know this seems like a big deal. Yeah. Like if we were moving Tana from like 15 to 4, I'd be like,
that's something totally
I'd be like, let's tank. Let's do whatever we got to do. We're
totally
moving
different.
literally 2 spots.
2 spots.
And the difference between that is
minute.
And just put yourself also in the category. Say for instance, we was going to get the first pick, and you didn't need that first pick. You gonna? I mean, would you mind if you say, okay, I can get this first pick. I will not go out there and play my guys because I will want that first pick because even if I don't want to use that to pick somebody,
it's just a lot of ammo.
Use it. It's
a lot of ammo.
You see what I'm saying?
Ammunition.
That to me, that 5th pick didn't carry that same weight.
Yeah.
So why would I sit here and complain about it?
Especially in a quarterback draft that doesn't have a lot of high-end drafts. Now, if this was Jaden Daniels and Caleb draft,
we would be.
I'm in the money.
Everybody sitting down.
Yeah, listen. Matter of fact, the game over with. We ain't even playing it. We all right, we ain't playing the game. Hey. But because it's thin up top.
Like we just got started, Jason and I, and again, I know you're starting your stuff too, Fred.
Yeah.
It is a different. The top of this thing doesn't feel like this tower where it's like this dude, this dude, this dude. It's like. Maybe this guy.
But it's also because it ain't 2 of the, how should I say, star positions. Quarterback is a star position. Wide receiver is a star position. Yeah. Both of them lacking in this draft.
But I also feel like there's so many guys now getting the money that they might not even get in the draft. So they're like, hey, I might as well stay and play another year of school if I get the eligibility to do so.
It's funny. I'm going through the receivers right now.
Yeah.
And I'd never had to do this before. I have to go check to make sure that they actually declared. Yeah. So like Nick Harbor from South Carolina.
He didn't declare, right?
He didn't declare. He got $4 million to go back to school, right? Then the guy from, what's his name? Deuce Robinson from Florida State.
Yeah.
Stud.
Yeah.
Went back to school. $5 million to resign. So like, They're thinning them out because people are getting paid to stay. Yeah. Eligibility's changed. So
it's not a rush to go to the league.
Yeah, anymore. Correct. So, but again, in terms of value between 5 and 7, I know people want to make it a big old thing. Mm-hmm. In actuality, it's much, much closer than I think you actually believe. Hater.
Bring the hater back.
Nah, I don't care.
You don't care.
No, number 5 is higher than 7. You'll never convince me with any analytics or logic otherwise. So we should have benched our players. We should have played all backups. Nobody should have been out there when we were running into the end zone. Just fall down. Don't go in.
Right.
Lose this game.
That's fair.
No.
No, but I think when you look at this, like this game, like Tana said, and I think this was one of the reasons it's awesome doing the show with you guys, is you can't go into a game kind of
Half-cocked.
Half-cocked. That's exactly right. And this game, while not meaning things for maybe the league or playoffs,
Not a team, individually.
it means something for me and or the players playing.
Yeah.
So like obviously Bobby Wagner gets 2,000 tackles.
Yeah.
Chasing history, third person to ever do it.
Yes, and then Von Miller gets his 9th sack of the season.
Yep, chasing
he got
history too.
$500,000.
$500,000.
So
Straight cash, homie.
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
He's I don't want to butcher this stat. He got 1,000 yards in his career against the Eagles.
Against the Eagles.
Yeah.
He's in like the top 4 now in terms of receiving yards against the Eagles.
Against
Is
the
that right?
Eagles,
Yeah. So top 5, excuse me.
Yeah.
And so like those are important milestones, right? He's the 5th player in franchise history to hit this number against Philly. Art Monk, Brian Mitchell, Charlie Taylor, Gary Clark.
GC. Bobby Mitchell.
Yeah, Bobby Mitchell.
What'd I say?
You said Brian. You
Sorry,
You said B.
Bobby.
Mitchell.
That's
Mitchell.
my fault. That's my fault.
You
Bobby.
had the head on your mind.
Yeah, that's it. That mustache on my mind. But and then the other one that I think is maybe the most important is Josh Johnson is playing for next year.
Yeah.
Right? Ben Sinnott is playing for a larger role next year.
Yeah.
Brandon Coleman is playing to start next year.
Yep.
Right? Everybody is playing to add a data point to their resume.
We don't get but 17 of these.
And the next thing is they have all the rest they can ask for because they're
In
not going
offseason.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So why not play your last game? Because regardless if you're playing for something or not, that's another chance to put something good on tape.
Yeah.
'Cause Maybe you might not be playing for nothing for here.
Yeah.
You could be playing for another team to watch that tape and say, well, these guys, at least this guy finished strong.
And
So,
then think about it. A guy like Johnny Newton got hot the last couple of games of the year. He finna go into next year feeling like a king.
and Deron Payne showed y'all how dominant he's been all year long. He was in the backfield so much in that first half. I was like Deron Payne playing for a new contract as well.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, and I think about, again, like it's easy to relate this to my own experience, my own career. Like in 2011, I started the last 4 games because Fred and Cooley were both hurt.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, that experience set me up for my
paid dividends.
Rest of your career.
in 2012. Like
Yeah.
I had my most productive year of my career in 2012 and 2013. And I would look at 2011 and say, I got to play, I got to see what NFL speed looks like, NFL complexity, and gave me confidence, right? So I know it doesn't seem like a lot. This is different than a preseason game.
Yeah.
This is a real game. It means something to the guys, and it's a great opportunity for them to add experience to their carears. Hater, we good? How are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm not a hater
Okay,
anymore. You
good.
guys
Okay.
always talk me down. Always. You guys and Santa.
yeah.
Yes, Santa,
And-
man, with his magic.
And let me just say, when it comes to the draft stuff,
Santa is a mutant.
Logan, one of the smartest guys I know. Fred, one of the smartest guys I know.
Smoosh the
And you'll
dummies.
be on the Drive to the Draft podcast this season. Comes out every
Ticket
Monday.
to the road to the drive to the drive.
No. Just like and subscribe to the podcast channel. It'll
Draft
come
to
out
the
every
draft.
Monday. You guys will be on it, and we'll really dive deep into a lot of this stuff you just talked about. It's a good place for draft information.
Yep, absolutely.
If you're an Eagles fan, hop on there too, because we love hearing
Local
from you.
programming ain't that good.
Yeah.
You might as well see the draft through our eyes.
Yeah, we were really high on Johnny Wilson. I know he did some stuff for you guys
Yeah,
last
I
year.
did. I really let us down. Johnny Wilson one.
Dude, I actually think he's going to be a player, though. We'll talk about that more.
he might turn into a tight end.
We'll see, man. Oh, dude, look at this. It's just fun. We're in it. We're in the mix. All right, so we got to do break 3. Okay, break 3, U.S. Army.
You said Fred was going to do it.
Oh, are you going to do this
I
one?
do it. You want
Yeah,
me
I
to
do it if you want me to. Yeah. All right.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Let's get her done. They say your work defines who you are, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You're clocking in. But what happens on the weekend? What happens to your time? You could take it easy, or you could use that time to get better in the U.S. Army. We think differently. Your time should be used to improve the skills you do have, to learn some you don't, to push yourself in new ways, because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. That's how you make an impact on the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it is up to you. It's your time. The U.S. Army Reserve.
Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, Fred.
I was almost a reserve.
Oh, here we go. All right, what we got next?
Product Smoot.
So what we got next is To
Yeah,
the Moon. And that's powered by Big Bear AI, mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. It's the Adam Peters draft review. And because Tana, I don't know if you guys know this about Santana, he is a
Stock nerd.
Investment nerd, gives us off-air great advice. This is not a financial show, so don't take his advice.
Yeah.
He said invest in that.
Allegedly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to say we got 4 categories: best return on investment, a player whose value you want to hold, tendies, so good value, like good opportunity, and then the one that's going to the moon. Okay, so we're going to start with best return on investment, and because this is Tana's segment, unless you want me to start.
I want you guys to start.
Okay.
I'll finish it up.
Best return on investments. Bill Krosky married. We invested a 7th-round pick, and we got a starting running back. We invested in a guy that didn't even play his senior year. We got a starting running back, and not just a starting running back, a big time breaker, game breaker.
I like that. I'm gonna jump out there and let you go last. My best return on, I would go with Bill. Also, I think also Coleman is one of those guys. I think he's a guy that you have. He's one of those depth spots. You know, we needed him this late in the season. This year, late in the season, he was able to fill in. He could have been a guard. He played tackle a lot. So when you have a guy that's interchangeable that can do more for your money, you know, when your money can go a little
Bang
longer.
for your buck.
To me, I feel like that's a huge return on our investment.
Dude, Tana, I'm a little surprised with you. I thought for sure best return on investment was going to be Jordan McGee.
Yeah, he loves some McGee, man.
I got him. I'm gonna say him for something else.
I'm gonna say he's gonna be my best return on investment because he's a guy that every year got a little bit better. Paid a dividend. Working in the right direction, and I think he's poised. You know, if Bobby Wagner chooses not to come back or whatever happens, he can put that green dot on, and for a 5th-round pick to be wearing the green dot, that seems like a good ROI on that. All right. So one stock that you got to hold, we want to hold on to because we think it's going to grow in value moving into next year.
I got you.
Okay. So who wants to
go first?
You go first, Fred.
I'm going to go with Johnny Newton.
Okay.
But I'm going to hold right there because health, finally getting to practice a lot, finally filling that NFL out. I think the best play from Johnny Newton is in the future. All right? I'm going to hold with Johnny Newton. I'm waiting on greatness from Johnny Newton.
I'm gonna say I can go any way with this. I can go either Trey Amos and Sanister. I feel like they both in the same category. I'm holding both of those guys. I say Trey showed you out the gate. I mean, to me, he was arguably our best corner. You know, up until he got injured. You got a guy in Sanister, he led the team in picks again. I mean, at the end of the day, he's showing you that he's valuable.
Person to do that.
Undersized, man. He may be undersized at times.
Seriously?
But he's showing you that he's somebody to be reckoned with out in the secondary. Now, I think the question would be where we have him at most of the time. Do we put him outside more so than inside? Who knows? But I think those two guys there are one of those investments that, hey, man, go ahead and it's almost like buying that Amazon stock. Baby, I talk to me in the future.
Yeah. So I got one that maybe is going to be a little surprising, and it's going to be Jaden Daniels. Because last year he was to the moon. He was everybody's hot stock. And this year everyone's like, oh, he's hurt. What's going on? He's coming down. Everything's. Hold on to that, man. Because I think you got a franchise quarterback.
Do not sell that stock.
I think you got a franchise quarterback. And I think after this offseason, he's going to be motivated. He's going to be focused. He's going to come back better than ever. And so you got some Jaden Daniels stock from last year. Don't sell that thing.
I see where you were going there.
Hold on to that sucker.
I like it.
So now we got the tendies, which is just good old-fashioned.
Just good old-fashioned value.
Good old-fashioned value.
All right, mine would be McCaffrey. I thought as the year started to go on, he was headed to the Pro Bowl as a returner. He was leading the NFL in return. And next thing you know, guess who I see dunking on people scoring touchdowns at wide receiver? It was McCaffrey. I'm telling you right now, for what we paid for this guy, for what he's looked like he's turning into, we got us one right there. All I'm saying is a lot of value for a little pay right there.
I'm going to go with Connolly.
Dude, you took mine right. Yeah.
And JC, and we can share it. I mean, I just feel like, man, when you have a guy, you went out there, and to me, he was one of our top draft picks this past season. And one of the guys on the offensive line that played every game.
Every snap.
And it was some high, he had some highs and he had some lows.
That's part of football.
But I can live with that knowing that he's a tendy. He's a guy that we going to bring up the right way. He trial by error. He learned by trial by error, and that's one of the best ways to learn.
Baptized in fire.
I was just about to say, put his face in the fan, and he know better next time not to do it again. And so that's gonna be my guy, because I feel like he's one of those guys that what he experienced this year, this offseason, I could see him going in there and say, I'm gonna take all that I learned and work on the things I need to learn. And work on the things I need to get better at and come back a different kind of guy next year.
I got you.
So I think, Josh Connolly, I totally agree with. I was debating whether to put him here or in the to the moon, but I can talk about a cornerstone piece at right tackle, moving forward.
Can play left if needed.
I know, like just when you see him, he looks like such a baby still.
And then wait till he put that strength on. Wait till he get a little bit bigger, you know?
Yeah, I think that's a great value. So for my Tendy, I'm going to go, I think a guy that we all forget about is Jean Baptiste.
Yeah.
Because I think Jean Baptiste, when he's healthy, has a shot to be a guy.
He long.
Right? And again, maybe this is best return on investment or a stock you should hold on to.
Yeah.
But like Jean Baptiste,
it's something there.
the size, the physicality, the power. And again, he's got to put it all together. He's got to stay healthy. But I do think if he's healthy, it's a great value for where you're getting him. All right. Now let's go to the moon.
All right.
Who wants to start us
Listen,
off?
let me ask y'all this. What's the best movie in the Star Wars franchise?
Oh no,
What's your favorite?
Is it the second one? Like the of the old ones, the second one?
Return of
Return
the
of the Jedi.
Jedi. Right? Return
Is that the second
of
one?
the
That's the second
Jedi.
one, right?
Right? Luke had got down for a while. Right? Cut my hand off. Told me who my
cut
daddy
it
was.
off.
I didn't even know who my daddy. You my daddy? Yeah. That what Darth Vader told him. I am your daddy. Listen to me. Jaden Daniels, the Return of the Jedi, through the roof. After having that success his first year, then him being hurt in and out of the game plan this year, him watching Caleb have success, him watching Bo Nix take his team to playoffs for the second time, him watching other guys, it's a fire burning right there. And I think he's going to outball his rookie year in passing yards and rushing touchdowns through the roof. Return of the Jedi.
Well, I told you I was going to save my guy for last, and this is the perfect spot for him. I got Jordan McGee.
Oh, yeah.
I think what we've seen this year is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
We talked about him a year ago. We was waiting, wondering why he was on the field. So explosive, well put together. Man is like a doggone a muscle. You know what I mean?
Just Hercules.
I still remember that day that Bluefoot said, man, who is that?
Yeah.
We was out there getting ready to do the show on the field, and Bluefoot couldn't, he was thrown off a little bit. You know what I mean? He stopped fanboying a little bit. But at the same time, man, what I saw this year is what you need to see in a guy that you know that's trending in the right direction. You know, we talked about Bobby being here. We talked about wanting Bobby back for guys just like Jordan McGee, because you want to teach him how to be a pro, teach him how to go out there and what it takes to be on the field for a 17-game season, what it takes to go out there and throw your body around and bring the pain the way these guys know how to do at that position. But not only that, man, just being one of those sponges, man, picking up from one of the best in the game. And I think when you see old 57, old Yeller move out of the way, it's going to be that 5'8" standing there. And we're going to be saying, you know what? He looks just like those guys that AP got over there in San Fran.
Ooh,
just like
Fred
those
Warner-like.
just like those Fred Warrens and all those guys that flew around and made play after play in the run game and the passing game. I say Jordan McGee to the moon.
Dude.
He sold me. I'm about to buy some stock in Jordan McGee.
I'm in on it, man. That was a great pitch, Tana. So for me, mine's Bill Krosky-Merritt.
Dollar.
I just think when you see a guy that's got that home run ability at the running back position, in addition to the lateral agility, the contact balance, like
I was so shocked how good he ran the A and the B gap.
Yeah, I just think he's gonna. And again, like I think he's 1,000-yard rusher next year,
easily,
right? And so get more opportunities, get more involved in the pass game. Like he strikes me as a guy who has a ton of ability to make this offense really dynamic. And again, so he's my guy that's going to go to the moon.
Can't go wrong with none of those guys.
Before we get to hell yeah or hell nah, I got an update.
Yeah.
So Champ Bailey, guess how many tackles he had?
I mean,
in his whole career, he played 14 years, didn't he?
Yeah.
So 14 years. Let's go.
You should have about 900 to 1,000.
About 703.
Tana's got it. 931.
That's a lot of tackles.
A lot of tackles.
But Champ did kind of play some nickel in there too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a lot. That's double your tackles.
Yeah.
However,
shut your mouth.
Darrell Revis, how many tackles did he use?
Darrell,
sorry.
Played 13 years.
Did he play that long?
I thought so.
I don't think he played that long. How many?
Played like 12, 11 or 12.
How many tackles?
700.
Nope.
5.
Leave it at 5.
500?
500.
Wow.
So he was
I'm about to say like
496. 496.
Wow.
So he right there with me.
He's right there with you. So guess how many
You want
interceptions
bust
Champ
man
Bailey
great.
had?
Champ got 63 or 64.
52.
52?
Yeah, which is a crazy number of interceptions.
Well, I played with Darren Sharper. He had 63.
Did he really?
Yeah, he caught up with some of the greats.
Yeah.
Wow. Revis had how many?
They ain't throwing him a lot.
Yeah, I been say probably
49,
40.
50, 49, 50.
29.
That's
29?
it.
29.
Damn, I'm appalled.
Yeah.
No.
I know they ain't throwing him a lot.
Now that I
but
think about it,
still,
they
I'm
didn't
like,
throw at him.
But damn.
So when you're a corner that don't get through it, you ain't gonna get no
But
picks.
the way he was,
He was locking folks
I
down.
know. He
Yeah.
was excellent. in
29,
coverage.
I would have thought it way more than that, though. God damn.
No, because he just wasn't getting high volume. How many times have Darrell Reeves played with a cone on the other
No, I
side
feel
that
you.
make him throw back at him?
No, I really-
like Champ
I feel you.
had me to make him people throw back at him.
Yeah. And then you have 21
Yeah.
interceptions, which is pretty close, actually, to
Fred,
Revis.
I mean,
and then London Fletcher has 23.
You had to throw that in.
Just, I mean, it's not even on here. I just put that in.
I know it. Hey,
So just as some context.
Yeah. That's what's
Okay.
up.
So, but yeah, you're kind of right in line.
you're right
with,
there, man.
yeah, I'm right where I was supposed to be at.
You was tackling up something.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. I had the game saving tackle against Philadelphia on the 1-inch line.
1-inch.
The 1-inch line.
It was 11 Freds out there that day.
It took 11. I remember when I called a hut up. Fred, and Fred. We got to go out here and make a play.
All right, break. What, out there with the knees?
Y'all stay over there. We got it.
Dude, that would be the craziest huddle. 11 Freds on the field
And boy,
together.
they're giggling. That'd be a huddle full of giggles.
and just talking to everybody.
Talking and
Hey, first of all, you shut up. You listen to me. Y'all, I'm going to tell you what's funny. Being in the huddle with London.
Oh, my
The one
God.
thing I can say about old Capitan,
Old Capitan.
he going to call that hut up. And I used to always kind of stay a little bit to the left because his spit radius is at least like 4 feet. He had spit on every D lineman. Every lineman, he spit on Sean. Sean like, what happened? Calling that cover 4. I said, with anything with the word 4 come out his mouth, there's some spit behind that.
Good job, boy.
I'm just
Right.
telling,
Oh,
I'm just telling y'all, man. It's some different things that's happening in football that nobody like to talk about.
That's one of them. Spit while you're making the call.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got Hell Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
And it's brought to you by the U.S. Army. Be tested, not just on paper. Be strong and more than muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit goarmy.com to learn more. All right, so here we go. A little background before our question of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Adam Peters in San Fran. So in 2019, they lost the Super Bowl. They were 13-3. The next year, they were 6-10. Okay?
Familiar? Sound familiar?
A lot of injuries.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries, okay? Jimmy Garoppolo, CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins, all quarterbacks there.
Mullins.
So not great, okay? It took them a couple years, but in 2022 or 2021, so really the next
1
year,
year.
10-7. They're
Yep.
back at it.
Back at it.
Following year, 13-4. 2023, 12-5. Okay, so let's look at what Adam did here, right?
Yeah.
So he was 12-5, lost the NFC Championship game. Okay, in 2023, we're 5-11. Jay Daniels, Marcus Mariota, Josh Johnson, all injuries. What does 2024 hold for this team?
2026.
25, we was 5,
Dude,
5
Jason,
and 12.
Jason did
Sabotage.
that.
Yeah.
No, he did that hating for real.
Yeah, we was
Sabotage me right
5 and
there.
It
12.
was a typo, but I thought you would know what.
We
I was
five-
just reading.
We was
Yeah.
5 and 12.
God.
We was
This
5
guy's
and 12.
Ron Burgundy.
I gotta
don't do
think.
him like
I gotta
that.
think and speak.
Yeah.
It's just hard, man.
So,
It's like
24, we was 12 and 5.
Yeah, sorry, I was
25, we
backwards.
was
Thank
5
you.
and 12. And what 26 hold for us?
yeah. What is 26 hold for us? Thank you.
Got you, bro.
I think it's going to be good for us. Because
So let's get to the
we
question.
tore the stud down.
Let's get to the hell yeah or hell nah.
Yeah.
The Commanders get back on track next season. Hell yeah or hell nah.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
I believe the quarterback will be a lot more focused and he'll be healthy. We're going to find all the weaknesses and we're going to make them strengths. And we're going to have youth infusion. And I think that makes us just a faster overall team.
Yeah, I say hell yeah for the simple fact that I'm biased, so I'm gonna say hell yeah regardless.
Yeah.
But also too, man, I just feel like when you go through a season like we went through with certain guys, especially our quarterback, now it's gonna be interesting because now we have a new OC. So do we carry over one of these guys that's in the building, who we have in the building? We have a couple of guys who's called plays before. You got Johnson that's still in there, the quarterback coach, I believe. Yeah. He called plays before over there in Philly. I think you have another couple of guys. So we'll see how that transpire. Or do we go get a new OC? Now we go get a new OC. Does it fits what we do with our quarterback? But I'm still say hell yeah for this reason. What we went through this year, injury wise, man, I don't wish that on our worst enemy. But I believe that in the training room, in the weight room, and these guys individually will come back with a different focus. I think the coaching staff would also know that, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to push the envelope a little bit more.
Maybe training camp need to be a little more physical.
Maybe I need to go out there and get these guys those catalysts that we talk about. Hey, doing training camp, doing the off season. We need to do something different because whatever we did, we're going to scrap that and make sure that we have what we're looking for. And I feel like, man, we've been here. You know, I've had seasons where if you get cut off of what you did the previous year, then we should all get cut. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the next year you go turn around and you have a Pro Bowl season, caliber season.
It happens.
This game is one of those things, man, that you can be down one moment, the next moment you be on the top of the mountain. And I just feel like we have enough guys in here that we can be on the top of the mountain with.
The training camp either go back to Richmond or back to Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
You and Carlisle.
Listen, I was the last.
Oh no, you
Washington,
love it. You love Carlisle.
Yeah. Listen, man, you in the middle of nowhere. It forces you to bond.
I think Richmond would be more suitable.
Yeah.
And even if we don't go to Richmond, just need to go out there and throw a little more. You know, we need to hear some pads clacking a little bit more and see some guys out there really putting that, I guess you can say, getting that wear and tear.
Getting that callus, getting
that wear and tear out of them or put on them before the season rolls around. Because it's hard to get in shape during the season. Think about how many times we in the off season having a good time, and then that little mini series come in, the little spring come in, but you hadn't been doing them before that spring. It is.
It's a grind. It hurts.
It hurts to be running those conditioning things that we had to do and lifting weights. You be out there like, damn, boy, I should have not been drinking.
That stomach hit, I got an oil spill.
But the times that I came in and I done worked out right after the Pro Bowl, right after the Super Bowl, and I went out there and started my workout, and by the time we came here and I came in shape, and I breezed through that stuff. Yeah. So guys understand what they did last year and what they didn't do. And so with that being said, that's why I feel like it's a hell yeah.
Yeah, and so for me, like I think Tanner brings up, kind of some of that. To me, it's a statistical variance thing, from a statistics perspective. Injury regression is a thing that we experienced this year. Yeah, we'll kind of bounce back to the mean or get back to the average. The only
silver lining in that, it makes your depth better because your depth just was starters.
Yeah. Right, and so we're going to be back to the mean, right? Our strength of schedule will decrease, right? Yeah, because that's what happens when you don't have a winning record.
A la New England.
Right, and so all of those metrics that were kind of against us last year
will be
working for us this year. Yeah. I think, again, the health of the quarterback spot, health with Terry, all these guys in the perimeter, it'll just get better. Yeah. So I think, yes, hell yeah, they do bounce back. I trust Adam Peters to find the right guys in free agency, trust the right guys in the draft. And again, if you can hit on some of those and make this roster a little bit deeper, a little bit more dynamic, you got a shot to make some waves. So I'm going to say, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Please make sure you like and subscribe wherever you get your show. And that's it.
Look at that mustache.
The Command Center podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world, proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and its fans.